We've also talked about drug crime and controversial measures to elect all judges. Next, we'll debate the return of bullfighting to Mexico City, dirty drinking water, and the difficulties graduates have in getting jobs. Join us for more World Questions Mexico straight after the BBC World Service News.
BBC News with Moira Alderson. Lebanese media say 5 people have been killed in intense Israeli airstrikes on the southern city of Nabatea. An eyewitness told the BBC there had been at least 9 strikes in 30 minutes. He described the scene on the ground as one of frantic terror. The United Nations says the first aid in 2 weeks entered northern Gaza after Israel received a strongly worded warning from the United States about the humanitarian situation. The letter to the Israeli government said US military funding could be cut unless the problems were addressed within 30 days. Officials in northwest Nigeria say at least 94 people have died and dozens more are in hospital with severe burns after a fuel tanker burst into flames by the roadside. The victims were trying to collect petrol from the vehicle, which had broken down during the night in Jigawa State. The European Union is holding its first ever summit with Gulf states in Brussels. Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and leaders from 6 Gulf countries are expected to attend. 5 people are expected to go on trial in Spain in the coming hours accused of killing a young gay man, Samuel Luis, in a brutal attack 3 years ago that shocked the country. He was beaten to death in July 2021. Hong Kong's government has announced that it will phase out the territory's smallest apartments, setting the minimum size at 8 square metres. There are more than 100,000 tiny homes where the city's poorest residents are housed. French authorities have issued a warning about the risks of using hair straightening products containing glyoxylic acid. Officials say the substance, which is used in a popular hairdressing process called Brazilian straightening, had been linked to several cases of acute kidney failure, some occurring just hours after exposure. The Health Ministry has said hairdressers and people using the products at home should avoid them. That's the latest. BBC News.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi there, this is CJ Buckman, your life coach. And whenever I'm in London, I listen to Star Radio UK right here. But guess what? You can listen to wherever you are.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK. Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie, and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is UK. Starr Radio UK. This is
Okay, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Wednesday edition of the Morning Show. Today is Wednesday, the 16th day of October, the year 2024. Yes. And of course, it is the Wednesday edition of the program, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the Morning Show with Archie.
And as you know, when it comes to the Wednesday edition of the program, it ends exactly at 12 o'clock. So we're going to be actually driving very fast, very fast, to make sure that we touch on all the things that need to be touched on this morning. So wherever you are, just bear with us. Don't touch the dial. We're going to make sure you enjoy the program. But let me say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy, who has been keeping me company and making sure everything is working out nicely. And to my colleague and co-presenter, Mr. Olayomi Koiki, all the way. I don't know whether he's back in London, but Yomi, wherever you are, massive good morning to you. To Shamsuddin, good morning to you. Felix, all the way in Aberdeen. Kojodi, good morning. Mr. Frank Davis, good morning to you as well. Let me say good morning to Shams, Anthony Adedeji, Aziz, good morning to you. Tassino, good morning. Bishop Adishina, good morning to you. And then good morning to Pastor Momo, Pastor Emmanuel Chidi, Pastor Michael Kweku Mensah Siama of the Power Word International, who brought you the Power Hour this morning as well. I want to salute each and every one of you. And once again, I say welcome to the Wednesday edition of Star Radio UK Morning Show. Well, so this is how the program will go. I'm going to bring the quote for the day. The weather forecast will follow suit. Then the travel update. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as global trotting. After which we'll continue to have a look at some of the details of the stories. Once, if we have Miss Olayomi Koiki, it's not en route. We'll be bringing you the updates from Nigeria from there first, and then we come to other parts of the world. But if not, if we don't have him, then be rest assured tomorrow we'll be bringing him your way. But let me also take this opportunity to say good morning and thank you very much to Professor Adebanji Akintoye, the leader of the Yoruba nation. Yes, good morning to you. And Dr. Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho Osha. Yes, massive good morning to you as well. And thank you very much for the support that you also give. It's vice versa, right? You use it as a platform, but we also love to have you there as well. So yes, what is going to happen? Then after that, at 12 o'clock, we bring the curtains down for the end of the program. But whatever you do, post your comments on the platform, and I'm going to read that. I'll open the lines at 11:45 so that you can add your voice to the discussions, right? Okay, well, let's go on with it, or get on with it. The confidence says your guarantee in a job lies in your attitude, skills, integrity, respect, teaming, and knowledge. So, have you got it all there? If you haven't, then be rest assured, it's just a matter of time you'll be found wanting. You don't want to be found wanting, you do? Okay, now moving on straight to the weather front. What has the weather got in stock for us? Well, likely dry this afternoon with sunshine and a few patches of cloud. It will be very mild day. A band of rain will sweep into the end of the day. Now, any remaining clear skies this evening will be replaced by a band of heavy rain from the west before midnight. A local risk of thunder. The rain will clear in the early hours, but cloud will linger. Now, when it comes to the temperature, top temperature 21 degrees, the lowest 15 degrees, milder. As we said, UV level is going to be moderate, pollution is going to be low. Sunset 18:04 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 07:27 hours. Okay, so let's move on straight to the travels as well. Keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads as we keep navigated our promise, our bond. On the underground this morning here in London, we've got severe delays between on the northern line, severe delays between Morden and Camden Town, while they fix a faulty train at Over. On the rest of the line, good service. That aside, all the other underground lines, good service. DLR, London Tramlink and London Overground, good service there as well. Moving on straight to the major roads in London. What have I got for you? Well, there are no exceptional delays, so you can zoom through it like no man's business. On the river bus, good service there. On the London cable car, good service there. Bringing us straight to the final segment of the travel update, and that is the National Rail. So on the National Rail this morning as well, as you keep your eyes on the roads. Now, cross country have got special service, Great Western Railway special service, and Northern Rail special service there as well. And I would say it once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your coming for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. But let me take this opportunity to acknowledge Omobolaji Abdullahi. He said, good morning, Mr. Archie and Mr. Koiki of Koiki Media. Respect, boss. We respect you, sir. Thank you very much for your patronage. But let's take a quick commercial and then I'll take you global trotting. I'm waiting if we can get Mr. Olayomi Koiki on. Stay tuned. Oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your
everywhere you go,
doorstep.
Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay. Now let's go global trotting. Whilst we going on, as and when we have Mr. Olayomi Koiki on, we'll be getting him to bring you the update. If not, we continue from there. I will be bringing you all that he has posted here for us already. Now, on the UK front, this morning, a surprise fall in inflation paves way for interest rate cuts. The drop to 1.7% paves the way for the Bank of England to cut interest rates again next month. Hopefully, keep your fingers and everything crossed, right? Yeah. Now, mental health patients could get job coach visits. Interesting one there as well. And Reeves looking to find £40 billion in tax rises and spending cuts. How? Where? The 2 children among 5 killed in M6 crash. There's some stories making the rounds this morning. Our thoughts are with them, but I'll be bringing you more on there. Inside the 70,000 mafia-style champagne shoplifting gang. I'll be telling you more about all that as well. In other parts of the world as well, like a belt of fire, Israeli airstrike killed 5 in southern Lebanon, including Meir. Oh boy. And US gives Israel 30 days to boost Gaza aid or risk cut to military support. And US judge blocks Georgia order to count votes by hand. Okay, we'll be telling you more about that. Pivotal moment for Georgians with future in Europe at stake. That is not Georgia in the US. No, Georgia as a country. Yeah. Okay. And Kenya Deputy President impeachment trial begins. Russian man rescued after spending 67 days adrift. From where? Where did he go? Okay. Now, moving on straight to some other stories making the round. This around in Nigeria as well. TCN begins probe as Peter Obi condemns frequent great collapse. That's what the Business Hallmark is saying. And CBN governor, governor says bank recapitalization key to unlocking Nigeria's $1 trillion economy. And then Nigeria annual rate rises after 2 months consecutive fall. Okay. And then 99% of richest Nigerians dodge tax while millions go hungry. Oh boy. Okay, we'll be touching on that as well during the course of the details. Now, fuel tanker explosion kills scores of people in northwestern Nigeria. Now, this has been going on and on and on. I would say it's not only yesterday or a year ago or 2 years ago or 10 years ago that Nigeria had discovered crude oil in that part of the world, where we know that we have to be moving them from point A, the finished product from point A to be even the imported ones and stuff like that. So why haven't we done pipelines to run if that could bring about security there? And again, when there are crashes like that, we have people running there to go and fetch the fuel. And when the fire, guts it, then people just lose their lives. Well, we'll be telling you more about all that during the course of the program. But don't you go away. It is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Now, Harris dares to ditch her script as Democrats fret about Trump. The Republican and Democrat nominee are pursuing dwindling bands of undecided voters in a neck-and-neck race. Let's see. So they think that, Trump is getting a bit of memory issue there. But wherever it is, we're going to be bringing more of that. Beninese anti-French activist Kemi Seba arrested in Paris. Why? ICC prosecutor announces renewed probe into alleged crimes in Eastern Congo. Look at some of the pictures in front of you, and actually your heart wrenches. Now, South Southern Africa faces worst hunger crisis in decades. Well, it is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in Ghana. Over 6 million children to be vaccinated against polio as Ghana remains at risk. Okay, and how prepared are parents for that? Election 2024, voters determine the next president. Not easy. Jane Mensah is saying, well, a previous election, people were saying that it looks like the EC was somehow, whether the acrobatics, whether they were involved in it, and when they took the case to court, and then he said, there were no statements coming from either side. So it made it quite a difficult thing. But, well, EC is saying that, look, we don't decide who becomes the next president. It is the public or voters who decide on that. So let's see what happens on that front. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. MPs are no robots. Atecha defends MPs' right to change their minds. The government to present new legislative instrument to limit mining in forest reserves. We'll be looking into all that pertaining to the Galamsey issue that is going on there. Misplaced priorities. Haruna Idrisu's motion draws fire from Ras Mubarak. This is all coming away. If we don't go to drag Mahama to court, 62 trillion Ghana cedis in damages for what? Okay, we'll be telling you more about all that. Okay, let's take a quick break, and once we come back, I'll bring you all the details of the stories making the rounds. If we have Mr. Olayomi Koiki, he'll be joining in. If not, because I know that he's traveling at the moment and might be on his way here. So let's take a quick break and we'll be with you. Stay tuned. Don't you go away.
This is Starr Radio, UK.
Na ne joma se no da ane se ko no mokra se ne se ko ye o wa we mo ni agbe so fediana na ne joma se no da ane sa ke sumo no mokra Solomon abawolo itonu menyo kenyo kuni jeje ekeke obo isu yo ta mi wa se be oba to ni ate oba na mi na gbere wo ba na gwala ho fotai ade bi to mo na mamu ase be ba yin rabu to ba sele baba o se to ye o we mo ni angle mo so fediana na ne do ma se no da ade se ko no mo ra se ko ye o Demoni emwe sampediana na ne tomase no da ade sakes mono monkura na de se to eni baloda ade se to pepe ni tulokra auke au mobape ebe no komimpra e wande say wale banye felo ade se ni le banye felo ade sanga banye takiyalo anye menyu mako meto no e wande say wale banye felo ade se ni le banye felo ade sanga banye takiyalo anye mako meto no e anye mako meto lepe atwele
Well, that is one from Attack Kofi this morning. Let me say good morning to Attack Kofi. All the way in Ashaiman, Ghana. And he says that the song is a gospel tune saying that except the Lord, that except the Lord gives you peace, except the Lord gives you whatever things that you need, it is difficult for you to actually get that. Yes, he's been sending me lots of tunes there, and that's one of the tunes that he has composed and recorded as well. Let me say good morning to you, Atakofi, and the chief of Ashaiman, and all the inhabitants of Ashaiman in Ghana as well. But this is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London on the Wednesday edition of the morning show. Alright, let's go on straight to look at the stories that is making the rounds, the details of them. As I did say, unfortunately, I think Yomi is on the road. They are on the road because they were in Manchester during the course of the weekend, and they've been there for the past 2 days. So let's see. Maybe another. If we're not getting him today, God willing, tomorrow we will be having him on the show. But wherever you are, just stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Now, kicking off from Nigeria this morning. The federal government, through the transmission company of Nigeria, says it will investigate the cause of the multiple power grid collapses that occurred on Monday and Tuesday. This is as the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi on Tuesday said the national power grid collapse is a shame and an indication of leadership failure in Nigeria. Just bear with me for a moment. We needed to turn the AC on, right? Yeah. Somebody say, why do you turn the AC on? Yeah, we did it. It's hot here. Well. Okay, just have to turn the vents. Yeah. All right then. So, now the TCN said, the National Grid experienced what is called a partial disturbance on Monday, saying efforts to fully recover the grid were still ongoing as of Tuesday. However, the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabo, said there was nothing like a grid collapse but a trip off. TCN spokesperson Ndidi Mba explained in a statement that although the recovery of the grid commenced immediately, with Azura Power Station providing the Black Start, grid recovery reached advanced stages at about 10:24 a.m. on Tuesday, when it encountered a challenge that caused a slight setback in the recovery process. Now, reports coming in from Business Hallmark says the slight setback notwithstanding, TCN continued with a great recovery process which has reached an advanced stage, ensuring bulk power availability to about 90% of substations nationwide. Supply has been restored to Abuja, Axis, and other major distribution load centers nationwide, she disclosed, even as many areas were still in darkness as of 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Now, Mba explained that the partial disturbance did not affect the Ibom gas generating station, which was islanded from the grid yesterday and continued to supply areas in the southern part of the country, such as Eket, Ekim, Uyo, and Itu. 132 kilowatts transmission substation during the period. Investigation into the cause of the incident will be carried out as soon as the grid is fully restored, she noted. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK and bringing you all the updates this around from Nigeria. The September 2024 headline inflation rate showed an increase of 0.55% compared to August 2024 headline inflation rate. Nigeria's annual inflation rate rose in September after recording a 2-month consecutive fall. The headline inflation rate was 32.70% relative to the August 2024 headline inflation rate of 32.15%. The National Bureau of Statistics announced on Tuesday. Inflation indicators compare prices of goods and services over 12 months. A decline does not necessarily imply a reduction in prices. Instead, it shows the rate of price increase had fallen compared to previous months. Now, according to the NBS, the September 2024 headline inflation rate increased by 0.55 percentage points compared to August 2024. On a year-on-year basis, the headline inflation rate was 5.98 percentage points higher than the rate recorded in September 2023, 26.72%. This shows that the headline inflation rate year-on-year increased in September 2024 when compared to the same month in the preceding year, i.e. September 2023, the NBS has said. The Bureau also said that on a month-on-month basis, the headline inflation rate in September was 2.52 percentage points higher than the rate of increase in the average price levels in August. It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. At 17 minutes past the top of the hour, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is the Wednesday edition of the morning show. Now, still bringing you more from that point. Now, 99% of the richest Nigerians dodge tax while millions go hungry. Nigeria is facing a severe economic crisis with a staggering wealth gap between the rich and the poor. Now, according to Oxfam, 99% of the country's wealthiest citizens evade or avoid paying taxes, while millions of Nigerians struggle to afford their next meal. A report by Accountable Governance Program Manager at Oxfam in Nigeria, has led author of the report, Henry Ushi, and Country Director Oxfam in Nigeria, John McKenna, indicates that Nigeria's wealth Gini coefficient stands at 35.1, placing it 11th out of the 16 West African countries in terms of income inequality. It said the economic situation is critical, with millions struggling to make ends meet as prices rise faster than wages. Nigeria ranks among the countries with the highest level of income inequality in sub-Saharan Africa, with a small fraction of the population controlling the majority of the nation's wealth. The country's wealth Gini coefficient, a measure of income inequality, stands 35.1, placing it 11th out of the 16 West African countries and highlighting Nigeria's severe economic divide. The economic situation in Nigeria is critical. Well, as I did say earlier on, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK and updates from Nigeria. Let me see if I can bring you one more because we are already pressed with time. Now, one pertaining to the Naira. In the latest edition of Africa's Pulse, a new report by World Bank, the Naira has been listed among the worst performing currencies in sub-Saharan Africa in 2024. As of the end of August 2024, the Naira had declined by approximately 43% year to date, making it one of the region's weakest currencies alongside the Ethiopian birr and South Sudan's pound. The decline of the Naira is imputed to several reasons, which include surging demands for United States dollars in the parallel market, limited dollar inflows, and delays in foreign exchange disbursement by Nigeria's central bank. The World Bank's report further noted that the demands for dollars paid by financial institutions, non-financial end users, and money managers has exacerbated the pressure on the Naira. It noted by August 2024, the Ethiopian birr, Nigerian Naira, and South Sudan pound were among the worst performers in the region. The Nigerian Naira continued losing value, with a year-to-date depreciating of about 43% as of the end of August. Now, surges in demand for US dollars in the parallel market, driven by financial institutions, money managers, and non-financial end users, combined with limited dollar inflows and slow foreign exchange disbursement, has been the culprit, or yes, what is causing that to happen. And it's quite a worrying trend there. But what kind of central bank governor who is said to have resigned, right? Okay, so he's now just holding the fort until a substantive person takes over, or at what time is he exiting office completely? Well, this is what he says there. Let me see whether one of the stories will come your way. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Yemi Cardoso, has stated that the ongoing recapitalization of commercial banks in the country is expected to support the federal government goal to grow economy to 1 trillion by 2030. Now, Cardoso made this remark yesterday when he appeared before the House of Representatives Committee on Banking Regulation. The CBN was invited to brief lawmakers on policy measures and strategies to address domestic macroeconomic challenges in the country. He explained that the bank recapitalization is expected to foster a more robust and resilient banking sector by March 2026. The CBN governor, speaking on banking supervision, explained that one of the key measures includes the recapitalization of the banking sector by raising the minimum capital base to support the $1 trillion economy envisioned by the federal government of Nigeria. Now, banks are required to meet these new thresholds by March 31, 2026, with several options available for reaching these targets. Now, these options include issuing new equities, engaging in mergers and acquisitions, or adjusting their operational licenses. Now, the bank also revoked the licenses of Heritage Bank, facilitated the successful merger of Unity Bank and Providence Bank, revised cybersecurity rules for banks and PSPs, suspended processing fees on cash deposits, and enhanced AML CFT supervision, among others. God also added, in the foreign exchange market, we have achieved increased transparency and improved overall supply by allowing the foreign exchange rate to be determined by market demand and supply. The CBN has reduced arbitrage and speculative activities and eliminated the front loading of FedEx of forex demand. And these policy measures have effectively narrowed the exchange rate disparities between NAFEM and BDS segments, which have largely led to the convergence of the forex rates, improved transparency in the market, and has restored market confidence, leading to increased capital inflows, which enabled the CBN to clear existing forex backlogs. But the question now that seems to be on the mind of most people is, now, if all these measures have been put in place, we think, oh, they've done very well. How come the Naira is falling? It's falling. They say this year is falling how many percentage points? 43%. Maybe he's got something up his sleeve that we don't know. But if he has it, let us know. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And one other story that I have that I wanted to bring your way before we move on from there. Okay. Now, a gasoline tanker that's more than 90 people have been killed and 50 others injured after a gasoline tanker overturned in Nigeria and sparked an explosion as dozens of people rushed to the vehicle to scoop up the fuel, police said yesterday. Said this morning. My apologies. Now, the explosion occurred past midnight in Jigawa State after the tanker driver lost control of the vehicle while traveling on a highway close to a university. Police spokesperson Lawan Adam said the residents were scooping up fuel from the overturned tanker when the explosion occurred, sparking a massive inferno that killed 94 people on the spot. And it's a sad one. So if plying the roads with the tankers it's not doing for us, and we have people dying because of accidents or incidents, what do we do next? How do we stop that? How do we protect our people? 94 people died on the spot. And 50 injured. Is it just statistics or what? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK 11:26, and let's move on to other stories making the rounds this morning in other parts of the world as well. From here in the UK. Well, interestingly, UK inflation fell unexpectedly to 1.7% in the year to September, the lowest rate in 3.5 years. It means the annual rate prices are rising at it's now below the Bank of England's 2% target, paving the way for further interest rate cuts. Now, lower airfares and petrol prices were the main drivers behind the surprise slowdown. Now, separate September inflation figures is also normally used to set how much many benefits rise next April. Well, so let's see. God willing, maybe Friday, if we have the chance of having our money man, Mr. Dantebiri, with us, maybe we'll tell him and us more about all that. But it's all coming your way from Star Radio UK at 11:27. Now, job coaches could visit seriously ill mental health patients when they are in hospital to help them get back to work. The government has said now they're trying to get everybody back to work, right? Good. Now, trials of employment advisors giving CV and interview advice in hospital produce dramatic results, Work and Pension Secretary Liz Kendall told the BBC. Now, she said a wider rollout will form part of her drive to shrink the UK's annual disability and incapacity benefit bill, but disability rights campaigners have expressed concerns about the proposals. It comes as figures suggests benefits will rise by 1.7% next April, in line with rising prices. That is less than the current level of wage growth, and also than April's expected rise in the state pension of 4.1%, which governed by the so-called triple lock. Now, most benefits rose by 6.7% in April this year, in line with inflation rate a year ago. The cost of disability benefits specifically is projected to surge almost a third in the next 4 to 5 years, according to the Institute of Physical Studies. It predicted that Department for Work and Pensions will spend £63 billion by 2028 by 2028 to 2029, a jump from 48 billion for 2023 to 2024. I want to see those costs coming down because I want to have people able to work, to get on in their work with a good, which is good for them, Kendall said. Now, she indicated some people will lose their benefits, saying the benefit system can have a real impact on whether you incentivize or de-incentivize work. Now, Kendall praised projects in Leicester at the Muxley Hospital in Camberwell in South East London, which offered employment support such as training on CV, writing, and interviews to people with serious mental health conditions, including on hospital wards. The results of getting people into work have been dramatic, and the evidence clearly shows that it is better for their mental health, she said. We really need to focus on putting those employment advisors into our mental health services. It is better for people. It is better for the economy. We have to think in a different way. This is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. One other is from the NHS, and then we'll move on to other countries, other parts of the world as well. Now, an urgent review is needed to make sure people in England can get weight loss jabs such as Wegovy and Mounjaro on the NHS top experts have warned. It comes a day after the Prime Minister said such injection could boost Britain's economy by getting obese and unemployed people back into work. Now, more than 200 doctors and specialists have now written to the Health Secretary to say how stretched the NHS obesity treatment services face unprecedented demand from patients wanting these drugs. They want the injection are only part of what should be a wider package of the non-stigmatizing care. Well, so if you are said to be obese and because of that you're not working, are you prepared to take that injection, and would that motivate you to go on to work? All right. Starr Radio, okay? Let's take a break, and once we come back, we will bring you everything that you got to know pertaining to other parts of the world. Stay tuned.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And I am Archie, and we are bringing you the rest of the stories for today. Yes, as I've said. But hey, let's move on. I was trying to send some messages to some individuals this morning. Okay, I need to do something for them. I'm trying to check up on them. Okay, good. Now let's move on to the other stories making the rounds in other parts of the world at 11:34. We've got 26 minutes to bring the program to a close for this morning. Now, the war in the Middle East is ravaging on, and it's quite worrying. But 5 people, including the local mayor, have been killed by Israeli airstrikes on the southern Lebanese city of Nabateh. Okay, the Lebanese Prime Minister office accuses Israel of intentionally targeting a municipal council meeting. The local governor describes the strike as a belt of fire. Israel says it struck dozens of Hezbollah targets in the area. The strike came after Israeli hit Beirut for the first time in 5 days. Israel says it targeted strategic weapons hidden by Hezbollah underground. Now, Israel's war in Gaza also continues. It says it killed a Hamas commander in the north of the Strip, as well as more than 50 terrorists. On Tuesday, the U.S. told Israel to boost aid access to Gaza or face losing some U.S. military assistance. Well, because of that, we had information coming through that immediately there were some corridors that were open so that food stuff or aid rolled into Gaza. But is it enough? Well, you want to know more, you got to stay tuned, and I'll bring you that as well. But the U.S. has written to Israel, giving it 30 days to boost humanitarian and access in Gaza or risk having some military assistance cut off. The letter sent on Sunday amounts to the strongest known written warning from the U.S. to its ally and comes amid a new Israeli offensive in northern Gaza that has reportedly caused a large number of civilian casualties. It says the U.S. has deep concerns about the deteriorating humanitarian situation, adding that Israel denied or impeded nearly 90% of humanitarian movement between north and south last month. Israel is reviewing the letter. An Israeli official was reported as saying, adding, the country takes this matter seriously and intends to address the concerns raised by the U.S. counterparts. Israel has previously said it's targeting Hamas operatives in the north and not stopping the entry of humanitarian aid. On Monday, the Israeli military body responsible for managing crossing into Gaza, Kogat, said 30 lorries carrying aid from the World Food Program had entered northern Gaza through Erez crossing. That ended a 2-week period during which the UN said no food aid was delivered to the north and supplies essential for survival were running out for 400,000 Palestinians there. Quite a worrying situation in the Middle East. But what do you stand? What do you think? What can be done to avert all this? Is there a two-nation state? Is that what is going to happen? Would that happen? Would Israel allow that? And if they say, okay, we allow that, would we need to have what do you call them? Hamas or some of these groups also now running up and putting their thoughts together to now come and attack again, or making themselves put themselves together for a future attack or anything of the sort. And Israel is also thinking, okay, we'll not let them do that, so we'll try to control as whether they want to occupy that part. They're saying no, we don't want to occupy it. So what are they actually trying to do? And if they are inhabitants of the Gaza Strip or the Palestinians, what do you think you can do there? It's quite an interesting one, which I want to hear from you. And let me say good morning to my lovely sister-in-law. Yes, my sweetheart, Rosita. Good morning to you, and to Delta, and to Delta and baby Delta, and my mom, Vida. Good morning to you all. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well. Nice to see you all on the platform as well. Okay, let's move on to some of the other stories making the rounds in other parts of the world. Yes, this time around in Georgia, not in the US. Now, choose peace, not war, is the main message from Georgian Dream, the party that has been in power in Georgia for the past 12 years. Now, Russia war in Ukraine is featuring prominently in the governing party's parliamentary election campaign ahead of a decisive choice for Georgians on 26th of October. Now, billboards featuring images of bombed out Ukrainian churches and swimming pools, burnt out buses and school classrooms are contrasted with peaceful images from Georgia. The implication is that the opposition will drag Georgia into a Ukraine-style war, while Georgian Dream can guarantee peace. It is a powerful message in the country of 3.7 million people that borders Russia and suffered a short but devastating conflict with its neighbors in 2008. The real threat, says the country's opposition, represented in the forthcoming election by several pro-Western coalition, is a loss of Georgian democracy along with the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to join the European Union. Now, Georgia received the candidate status to join the EU in December 2023, but the European Union has frozen the accession process due to increased anti-Western rhetoric by Georgian Dream and the passing of a controversial foreign influence law in June 2024. It was a law that brought tens of thousands of young Georgian protesters onto the streets in the spring. The law requires media and civil society groups funded from abroad to register as acting in the interest of foreign power. Protesters saw it as a threat to the country's democracy and its future in Europe. Critics say it was inspired by a Russian law used to crush dissent. So, what do you think is going to happen there? It's going to be quite an interesting one, right? Okay, now let's go to the other Georgia as a state. Georgia, Atlanta. Georgia. A judge in the U.S. state of Georgia has blocked an order for ballots on November's presidential election to be counted by hand. Now, Judge Robert McBurney ruled poll workers will not have received adequate training to handle millions of ballots, adding that the last-minute change would have led to administrative chaos. The hand count mandate was passed by the pro-Trump majority on the Georgian Election Board last month, and on Tuesday, ruling was welcomed by the Democratic candidate Kamala Harris. Now, early voting began in Georgia on Tuesday, with record numbers casting their votes in the key swing states ahead of the election day on the 5th of November. Now, more than 328,000 people voted in person or by post on the first day of the voting. Officials said more than double the previous record of 136,000 in 2020. Around 5 million votes for president were cast in Georgia that year, with Democrat Joe Biden winning the state just by under 12,000. Now, Trump refused to accept the result, and he has now been charged on 8 counts with unlawful trying to change the outcome, which he denies. A phone call recording has him telling Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to find 11,780 votes only for him to turn the situation around, but that didn't happen. But ladies and gentlemen, this is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, moving on straight to Africa as well. And let me say good morning to Juliet Macapella. Did I get it right? Okay. Now, Kenya's parliament has begun the final step to remove Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua from office. An overwhelming majority voted in the National Assembly last week to approve his impeachment, setting the stage for the 2-day trial in the Senate that decides whether or not to oust him. The deputy president faces 11 charges, including corruption, inciting ethnic division, and undermining government, all of which he denies. The row follows his recent fallout with President William Ruto, who has remained silent about the matter. Gachagua's trial is being conducted before the full house of the Senate after it abandoned a process to set up an 11-member committee to investigate the charges. The deputy president stood before the chamber for the charges to be read out to him as proceedings got underway, pleading not guilty to each one. Analysts expect the deputy president's impeachment to be upheld, as the ruling party's senators are likely to be backed by those from the main opposition, as happened when the lower house voted on the case. So, is it that case over or case closed, that is already lost, and therefore he just find his way or whatever he can do to just move on from there? But a sad one there. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now let's move on to other parts of Africa still. Let's look at it, and then I can take you to Ghana as well. Now this is happening in Paris, but it relates to Africa as well. Beninese activist Kami Sheba was arrested by French police in Paris, according to news reports. Now Sheba was taken into Sheba, whatever name, however it is. Okay. Before let me bring you Sheba before we go to Ghana, then I take a quick break and then I can chat. Now, he's known for speaking out against France's strong influence in French-speaking West African countries. It is unclear why he traveled to France, and there has been no official comments on his arrest yet. Advisor to Niger's leader, recently, Sheba was appointed as an advisor to Niger's military leader, General Abdurrahman Tiani, who took power in a coup in July 2023, overthrowing President Mohamed Bazoum. Now, since then, Niger has cut ties with Western countries and asked French, American, and German troops to leave. Now, Sheba used a Nigerian diplomatic passport to enter France, which caught the attention of authorities and led to his arrest. Now, Sheba is the founder of the group Agence Pan-Africaniste and has led protests against French influence. He once burned a CFA franc note, a currency used in many former French colonies in Africa, calling it a symbol of colonialism. Now, he used to hold French nationality but gave up his passport last year, and his French citizenship was later revoked. Sheba protests have gained a lot of support, especially from young people in West Africa. Well, it is Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. I will be taking you to Ghana, but that will be after this quick break to bring you a couple of stories from there. So stay tuned and don't you go away.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medase.
Okay, welcome back to the program, the tail end of the program, where we are going to be looking at some of the stories from Ghana. So just stay tuned and don't touch that dial. Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay. Just bear with me. Okay, just bear with me. And let's go on. Okay, so when it comes to Ghana as well, the president
of Ghana, President Nadu Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has called on former President and current National Democratic Congress presidential candidate John Dramani Mahama to clarify his position on the issue of illegal mining, commonly known as Galamsey. The president accused Mahama of making contradictory statements regarding the fight against the illicit activity, which continues to threaten Ghana's environment and natural resources. Akufo-Addo made these remarks during a thank you tour in Northeast region on Tuesday, urging Mahama to be more transparent about his plan to address the Galamsey issue. He criticized the former president for what he described as an unclear, inconsistent stance. But the issue is, now with that, you are at the helm of governance at the moment. When he said, I will put my presidency on the line in the fight against Galamsey, people didn't believe that, but I'm not going to bring you that audio. Now, he said today he is saying that no, he doesn't believe in jail, that he is against Galamsey. He will enforce the law. So once again, we have to ask ourselves, Mr. JM, where do you stand? Akufo-Addo said, demanding clarity. It doesn't matter where he stands. It doesn't matter. You hold power, because in Ghana we don't have a situation where you come into power and then you share it with other political parties. It's winner takes it all. So you have been at the helm of affairs. So you have to crack the whip. When he comes in, whatever he's going to do doesn't matter. It's not because you are thinking that if he goes in to say, oh, don't imprison the people or whatever, then that means that when you say that you're going to be stand on them, it's going to impact the votes that your party gets when it comes to the December election. Is that what they are looking at? Boy, well, because you are at the helm of affairs, you hold the power. So crack the whip and let us see. But what do you think about all that? Well, is there a need for former President Mahama to show his stance on the Galamsey issue for the president to be able to say that he's doing whatever thing that he needs to do? Okay, Starr Radio UK. Let me bring you, I think, one other story, a couple of them. The Electoral Commission of Ghana has reassured its duty as an electoral body is to oversee and ensure free and fair elections and not to choose or appoint the president. Now, during the Interparty Advisory Committee, that is IPAC meeting on Tuesday, that's yesterday, the EC chairperson, Madam Jane Mensah, stated that the commission's sole aim is to reflect the will of the people in upcoming election and not temper or influence the results in any way. Madam Mensah asserted the commission's commitment to ensuring neutrality, dedication, and fairness in the upcoming 2024 general election. She also urged political parties to desist from spreading misinformation about the EC's role with regard to the electoral process. He said, in a quote, I would like to quote from Dr. Hassan Ayarege's statement where he said the EC can never make anybody a president. And I think that we all know that around this table. Therefore, we should not peddle misinformation and peddle false news and disinformation and give the innocent citizens who do not know the process that the Electoral Commission can make somebody a president. Now, what the EC does is to declare who the voters chose as their president. And so it is the Ghanaian voter who votes a president into being and not the EC. And that makes a president. We only declare the voter's choice. And that is what will happen come December 2024. It is who the voters want to be president of this land and who will be declared by the EC chairperson stated. But when the setup is such that some people think that some way, somehow, it could be compromised, and that could bring about what do you call it? Discrepancies, and people saying that, well, it is because of that act. So let's say where somebody have talked about the fact that the computers, the various computers or the what do you call it, the pink sheets have been tampered with and all those things, and those who were supposed to have seen to sign the what do you call it, the results, and so have not done all those bits. If those measures have not been put in place, especially when the opposition was also talking about the fact that the IT system of the EC seem not to be robust enough, and therefore there's a chance that it could be compromised. Now, if all those things are addressed, then you can say that, look, this is us. This is what we're going to be doing, and therefore we are sure that we are not the ones who declare who. But if those things are not corrected, there's a tendency that people can use that to influence it. So not necessarily saying that, oh, look, we decided to call President Mahama as the next president of this thing, but your actions or inactions, some way, somehow, would have influenced that decision to be made. And that is what people are saying. But not just blatantly, they're saying, oh, the EC is going to appoint the next person to be the president. Does that happen? No. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK. One final story, and then we bring the program to a close for today. Yesterday, I brought a story about prophet, evangelist or prophet, or Salifo Mwako, bishop. Okay, the Ghana Police Service has yesterday arrested suspects Bishop Elisha Salifo Mwako and Moha Amwako, parents of the suspect driver involved in the fatal accident that claimed 2 lives at East Legon on Saturday. In a statement, the police narrated the investigation has so far established an on 12 October suspect driver Elrad Salifo Amwako, age 16, driving a Jaguar SUV vehicle with registration number GN7801 20 with one other occupant rammed into a 4x4 Acura vehicle, also with registration GR254223, driven by Joseph Aka, with 4 other occupants at Mensa Wood Street at East Legon. Both cars caught fire and burned beyond recognition. But it is sad that the parents have to be apprehended. Is it because they are allowed a 16-year-old boy? I don't know what the driving age is in Ghana, back in the day. But the Ghana Police Service has said that, okay, yes, investigations have so far established on the 12th of that era. Okay, the investigation further indicates that 3 of the 5 victims in Acura vehicle during the accident were rescued, and the other 2 identified as Justin Agbenu and Mame Jumo, both 12 years of age, lost their lives. 2 of the rescued victims who sustained minor injuries were treated and discharged, while the 3rd is still on admission receiving medical attention. The suspect driver and other occupants in the Jaguar were also rescued and are currently on admission at the hospital. The parents of the 16-year-old suspect driver, Bishop Elisha Salifo Mwako and Moha Mwakun, are currently in custody assisting investigation. Meanwhile, a team from the Police Management Board, led by the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Kufu Dampare, said on the 15th, visited the bereaved families to commiserate with them and also visited the injured at the hospital. The police would like to assure the public of a thorough investigation into the accident to bring closure to the affected family, as we continue to remember them in our prayers in this difficult time. Well, it is all coming away from Star Radio UK, but a 16-year-old boy driving a Jaguar SUV. That is a powerful weapon. It's a vehicle that can take you to and fro, up and down, to do whatever things, but it's a powerful weapon, and we can see the devastation, because a vehicle can be used as a weapon depending on who is operating it, and that has been one of the ones. It's a sad one, whatever happened there. But ladies and gentlemen, we want to say thank you very much for joining us today. This is why I bring the program to a close. Tomorrow, God willing, we're going to be bringing you another edition of the morning show, but I sign up with this tune from the Zongo Man. He says it very nice, more than I can say. Says be nice. You have to be nice in this world. Be nice. Until that song, until that I come your way tomorrow. When that song ends, it's me, Archie, saying have a top of the day and bye bye for now.
Hey, Kokoti, Kokoti, Kokoti. Be nice to your brethren, be nice to your sister, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. Say hello to everyone, everyone, say hello. Smile to everyone, everyone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Smile in my face and stop me.
The best radio show.
You are the bully, oppressor, and the gangster. You're just a bombing, starving, shooting, killing, murdering innocent children, harassing them in the neighborhood, disturbing the peace in the neighborhood. Why can't you be nice, hey, and kind? Be nice to your husband, be nice to your wife, be nice to your colleagues, be nice to your mates, be nice to your friends, be nice to your neighbors, be nice to everyone, whether black or white. Kokoti, 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 kokoti. Unite against racism, unite against oppression, unite against gangstercracy, unite against misogyny, unite against homophobia, unite.